Good morning, everybody. It's about 5 to 6 in the morning in Idaho Springs, Colorado. It's winter. The temperature is very low. I was all these early hours in the morning listening to the videos of this special artist, CLAYDERMAN. If I'm pronouncing right, his last name, CLAYDERMAN, something like that. Going through his videos, I start remembering when I was very young. I was actually 19 years old when I met an evangelist, a lady evangelist. She was preaching the gospel, and she was from El Salvador. She gave me an invitation to go to Europe, to Amsterdam, because there was going to be a big meeting of evangelicals there. I was so indecisive all that time. She was staying in my house. I was so indecisive that she left. She wanted to pay my airplane ticket and everything. Back then, it was like $1,000, and she had money. But I was very indecisive about, for the first time, leaving my country, Anyway, the story goes that after she left, then I really felt all over me that I really needed to go with her. So we called each other on the phone, and she went ahead and she paid my ticket. So I was almost forced to go and meet her there. So anyway, to make the story short, I took my airplane, Iberia, I think it was, from Spain, airplanes from Spain to Panama to Spain. It was a long trip. I met with Dina Santa Maria in Amsterdam. Switzerland, I'm sorry. The first place was Switzerland. Then I got to know Europe, some places in Europe. I went to Rome, Italy, all these places. I was only 19 years old, and the trip was amazing. It was my first time that I traveled in an airplane. By the way, there was an accident in the way over the ocean. We didn't crash down into the ocean. There was a turbulence, and the airplane seems to have lost control for a little while. And it was my first trip, so imagine, that was pretty scary for me. Anyway, going back to CLAYDERMAN. I don't know why some of his videos reminds me of that trip that I made in Switzerland, to Europe. I was young and beautiful. My hair was very long. I have just walked out of the contest of Miss Panama. I didn't finish, and I had a traumatic experience. Didn't want to continue in the contest of Miss Panama. So that's when I met Dina Santa Maria, and she invited me to go to Europe. And when I was in Europe, several pictures were taken. Unfortunately, all these pictures has been stolen. I had one taken in Panama with her, where I hold a red rose, a beautiful red rose. When we had the picture taken together, a very strange light from the sun hit the rose. This was not planned. So the picture became so beautiful, so mystical. There I was. The ray from the sun was hitting. This is in the mountains of Panama. Beautiful area by the river. And then Dina beside me, and we both were holding the same rose. And the rose was red and big and beautiful. I remember that was one of my best pictures. I think I was like 115 pounds back then. I was a teenager, long hair, and I don't feel ashamed to say I was beautiful, and I look beautiful in that picture. I wish I can have it. The picture was stolen. I think I brought it to United States. I don't know if there's any copy in Panama, but anyway, nevertheless, another one just like that was taken in. It was mystical too. It was like something works in those two pictures. In Europe, I think it was in Amsterdam. I can't remember all the stops I made in the trip through Europe, but there's a video of Richard CLAYDERMAN where he is in a very similar place where that last picture was taken in Europe, which I can't remember what. It was in Italy, Amsterdam. I went to all these places, Germany. But he is in that videos. I got it posted in one of video plates section in my Android. I just did it a little while ago. And believe it or not, I have that look of him. He is a very handsome man, but there's something about the softness of his face that I used to have when I was 19, and my hair was that color too, and thick and long, and I was very slender. Anyway, I opened a section here in YouTube videos, in my home YouTube videos, where I put his name and I said, let's trip to the past. You know, sometimes you don't even know what celebrities are watching over you, or, you know, especially when you're that young and beautiful. And you travel. That was my first trip. And I just wanted to narrate this morning, because it's very exciting to me to have these memories and to know now that maybe Richard CLAYDERMAN ever knew about me. Actually, I went to the streets of Rome, Italy, and I sang outside in the streets with a band. Also, that was my first time singing in public. And I believe it or not, after thinking with the movie Titanic, well, you know, there's some part of that in there, because I don't know, I feel like in the movie Titanic, this is a part that has to do with Richard CLAYDERMAN when he was young. Anyway, I'm gonna stop here, and I'm going to open this section in YouTube where I will. It's amazing. I just found a lot of videos that relates to that trip and that time of my life. Isn't that amazing? He's now 66. But I wonder. I was looking at him when he was young, and his talent. And it's amazing, the sensation you feel when you listen to his music in piano, and you look at his portraits and his acting also. And then used to know that, you know, we once were so young and so talented. Anyway, I'm gonna stop here. Yeah. I may make another video here about this new experience I'm having tonight. Wow. I am very, very surprised that I just found out about this. I guess God knows what he's doing. Believe it or not, I have to say something. I always thought, what does this movie Titanic has to do with, you know? Who is really Jack in the movie? I always thought it was this person or this other person. As you all know, Richard Jenny died. Not Richard Claderman, but Richard Jenny died. And I was always thinking that was Jack. But anyway, I just gonna stop here. Let you all think about this. There's a lot of details in this trip. Lots of details. I remember the stage of my soul back then. I used to feel like when Rose in the movie Titanic, I was suicidal. Not suicidal, but I was a sad young girl. I had trauma in Panama when I was running for Miss Panama. And it all relates to the movie. I can see clearly now, and I can see my trip to Europe, my link to Richard Claderman. Actually, he has married several times. I don't know where he is right now. There's scheduled stuff for his 2021 tours. I don't know if he's doing well or not. So far seems to be alive. Okay, I'm gonna stop here this time. Bye bye.